Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Forex Technical Market Update for the last day in August, August 31st, 2015. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and are looking forward to the actions of the markets this week. Last week, we did have a very volatile ride, especially in the stock market and the Japanese yen. We saw the market dipped down pretty aggressively last week, but we did have some recovery in both stocks and the Japanese yen. And that's why it's important to look at chart analysis and chart patterns, because I spoke with a number of investors last week who were completely clueless as to what was happening in the markets, because they have no frame of reference of what was going on. They heard that the market was down almost 1,000 points intraday, 600 points, then 500 points. So they really wanted to know, okay, what is happening in the market? And that's why a study of chart action and a study of what prices are doing will give you some context to what is happening in the markets. Okay, and I hope you all, by listening to these daily updates, get more information and learn more about analyzing charts and analyzing the markets, because analyzing the markets is a lifelong study, and there are folks out there that are serial, what I call serial folks who just give up. They may buy a course or they may buy a book, and then 2 weeks later they're out, and what have they really learned? Nothing. And the thing is, and if you have that type of personality, you will find that you lose money in the markets consistently, because if that shows that you have a problem with sticking to a plan or sticking with what you want. And if we with the markets here, you have to be persistent, and you have to be not what I would call a wishy-washy type of person that trade with emotions, and you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. You're learning about the markets one week, but you're not learning about the markets another week. This thing takes focus. Take a look at any athlete, anybody who has been successful in anything, really. It's a lot of dedication to do what they do. Look at an athlete. Look at a successful business person. Normally, it takes a lot of dedication with what you're doing. Okay, so that's my morning speech essentially. And the reason why I say it, because here at Aces Trading, we have all type of different customers. We have all types of different personalities that we see, and looking at the behavior of some folks, it just clarifies in my mind the reason why a lot of folks cannot make any money in the market. And the main reason is that they are not committed to the cause, and they may think something's a good idea 1 minute, and then the next minute they are onto something else. And it's looking at the next shiny object syndrome. Okay, looking at the euro. Now, we did have a mini breakout scenario with the euro. The market did clear above important resistance areas, yes, last week. But what happened? The market came back down and closed below the breakout point. Look at the weekly chart. We have what looks to be a reverse hammer. And some folks may be asking, okay, what is going on? Okay, what could be going on in the markets is that this could still be a breakout scenario, but sometimes when we have breakouts, the market will pull back, find support, and then head back upwards. Sometimes the markets break out and just continue upwards, and continue upwards. Sometimes it pulls back to the breakout point by support. We had our triangle looking something like this. The market would come back to the support point and go back up. So there are a lot of scenarios on the breakout. Now, so we could see the market rally, because if you take a look at the Fibonacci retracements, my Fibonacci retracements have disappeared. So let me put it back. Okay, so if we take a look at the Fibonacci retracement, 618 retracement, we're at the 618 retracement here. This market could go down to 786, 110 and find support at the trend line before rallying. So that is definitely a possibility here. What could also happen is that the market could decline, break this trend line, and then head to the 104 low. So anything is possible with these markets. The role of technical analysis, I think folks are confused. The role of analyzing the markets is to see what could happen or what is more likely to happen, and not to predict what will happen, because no one can predict with 100% certainty what will happen in the markets. It's where we're looking at probabilities here and looking at, okay, past behavior, and see what that has to do with this market. Okay, so that is what happened, is what we're looking for in the euro. Japanese yen, the market dipped down to Fibonacci retracement. As you can see, market take primary fib low here, fib high. The market traded down, closed just above the 786 retracement level, and the market is now heading back upwards. We have seen some stability in this market, and we are going to see if the market can close above the 124 and ultimately the high that was made at 125.28. Support is down. I have to look on the 4-hour chart. Support is down at 119 and also the 116.20 low that occurred. Canadian dollar looks like it will close a month above critical resistance, and that long term for the Canadian dollar could be fairly bearish. This market is definitely due for a correction shortly. So what we could see is that the market could top out somewhere in this region and head back to the downside. And what we may see is that the bulls may come back in and try and bid the market back up with the Canadian dollar. British pound is at support in the market. We have support. Draw the support line. We have support in this 153 region. Market traded down to this 153 region and is finding some support. So we're going to see if the market can bounce off of this support level with the British pound. Okay, so essentially, if we're starting the third quarter, or the final quarter of the markets, and this is normally the most active quarter, the September to December, and also the January to April is normally the peak periods in the market, and it's the final third of the year, not quarter. Sorry, the final quarter starts in October, but this period is normally the high period in the market. So if you would like to take advantage of the signals, what you could do is click on the link below, because I suspect, and look how the markets are shaping up now, is that we're going to see some very good price movements in the weeks to come. So click on the link below, take advantage of the signals, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.